Once upon a time, there was a fox and a stork who lived in a jungle. The two animals were neighbors. Stork used to catch fish every day and give it to the fox to eat. This is how the stork and the fox became good friends. The cunning fox one day thought of a devious plan to amuse himself at the expense of the good-natured stork, at whose odd appearance he was always laughing. "You must come and have dinner with me today," the fox said to the stork one day, smiling to himself at the trick he was going to play on the poor stork. The stork happily accepted the invitation and arrived in good time for dinner, and with a very good appetite. The fox served soup for dinner, but in a very shallow dish. The fox started eating, but the stork could not drink it, but was only able to wet the very tip of his bill in it, because his beak was so long and the plate was too shallow. On the other hand, the fox drank it up easily. "Why aren't you eating? Don't you like my soup?" the fox asked his guest. "It's good. I guess I'm not very hungry," the stork said. The poor and hungry stork was much displeased at the fox's trick, but he was calm and saw no good in flying into a rage. Not long afterwards, the stork invited the fox to have dinner with him at his house. The fox arrived promptly at the stork's house at the decided time. The stork served the soup with a very appetizing aroma, but this time, the stork served in a tall jar with quite a narrow neck. The stork could get at the food easily with his long beak, but the fox couldn't. All the fox could do was sniff at the delicious aroma. "What's the problem, fox? Why aren't you eating? Don't you like my soup?" the stork asked. But the fox didn't reply. He was angry that the stork served him soup in such a narrow jug that he couldn't get his mouth in. The fox lost his temper, but the stork said calmly, "One should not play tricks on their neighbors unless they can stand the same treatment themselves." The moral of the fox and the stork story is people will treat you the same way you treat them.